Hi guys, what's up? Happy Friday. I hope you are having a great day. I wanted to hop on with you for a few minutes to talk about gut health. So I said in the caption, it is gut check time. So that is what we have been discussing in my Fit Life membership. We've been talking all about gut health, doing gut checks. You all know we've been doing that ab challenge. But today specifically, I just wanted to come on and talk about what does it mean to have a healthy gut. Hey everybody jumping on, let me know when you're here. Give me a thumbs up and let me know if you have any questions. So I opened a question box yesterday in my stories. I had some pre-submitted questions, some great ones, and I'm gonna get to those. But if you have any other questions while we're on live, go ahead and shoot those at me. Hello, hope you guys are having a good day. All right, so let's get right into this. I know you guys are busy. I don't want to keep you a long time, but just really wanted to talk about the basics of gut health today. And again, what that means. So that was one of the questions that got submitted yesterday. What does it mean? What does it mean to have a healthy gut? I know we are hearing more and more about this, right? Probiotics, prebiotics, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to discuss that. And I just kind of jotted down some notes that way I could stay on point and on track. And then I also, again, had those questions that were pre-submitted. But here are some things. Here are some ways that you know that you have a healthy gut. Number one, let me rephrase that, an unhealthy gut. Okay, here's some ways that you know you do not have a healthy gut. Your stomach is upset, all the time. You're bloated, you're gassy, you are constipated, you're just, not having normal bowel movements, you're not regular. And I know, this topic, we're talking about the gut, so we got to dig into that a little bit and talk about some things. It's all normal, but that is one way to know that there's something not good going on here. Now, don't get me wrong. We all experience those things from time to time, depending on what time of the month it is, what's going on with your hormones, maybe what you ate the night before, things like that could definitely affect your stomach. But I'm talking, majority of the time. So if you are bloated, the majority of the time, if you, again, you're gassy, you're constipated, or the opposite of that, you're going to the bathroom all the time, those are definitely signs that your gut may not be very healthy. If you are experiencing poor sleep, that is a sign of an unhealthy gut. And who would have thought that, right? But the more I'm reading about this, the more that I'm learning about this, the gut, and the more that research is done about this, the gut, it impacts everything. So, it affects our sleep, skin conditions, other diseases and things like that. Again, those are some signs that you wouldn't think would be related to your gut health, right? You're not sleeping very well. Would you think that would be, your gut is the reason for that? It definitely could be. So those are some signs to think about. Let's see, I've kind of wrote down a lot of notes here. But again, the gut plays a huge role in just overall health and wellness. When you have a healthy gut, your body can actually fight diseases better, reduces inflammation, and even, like I said, promotes better sleep, promotes better mental well-being, mental health. So some ways that we can have a healthier gut, I'm going to share those with you. We want to try to eliminate, I'm sorry, I saw a comment coming in, Carb Cycling helps my IBS. Yes, and I'm going to talk about that. Fasting, Carb Cycling, those are two ways that can definitely help help you be a little bit more regular, and definitely helps with a healthier gut. But what I was saying is reducing the processed food. That, you guys, that's my number one tip, is to try to limit that as much as possible and reduce it as much as possible, you will see huge changes in your gut. Now, it might not happen overnight, but over time can definitely make a big impact. And what I've been talking to my Fit Life members about, we have been trying to up our fiber this month. We just kind of started this week for the month of March. I know for a lot of them, it's been easy. For some, it's been a struggle, but for all of us, we've gotten awareness with it. And that was the point of this challenge. So, I want to challenge you, whether you're in a program with me or not, bring some awareness to your fiber intake. Most likely it is low, okay? Most people have very low fiber intake, and that could definitely be what's causing your gut problems. So some foods, I wanted to give you guys some examples of foods that are high in fiber. And this is, when I've been talking to my Fit Life members, we want to get the majority of our fiber intake from real whole foods. So we're trying to reduce the amount of processed foods. Yes, there are foods out there that are high in fiber, but guess what? They are also highly processed too. So we want to, again, try to reduce that as much as possible. So ways that we are going to do this is by doing, focusing on whole foods, real foods, legumes, beans, oats, bananas, berries, asparagus. So just to name a few there, most of those are fruits and veggies, right? So try to up your fruit and veggie game. And, we're coming up on spring and summer where we're going to have that good, fresh produce. So this is a great time to really focus in on that. And again, trying to reduce the processed as much as possible. Another way to kind of help with your gut health. Sorry, I keep going dark here on my end. I didn't turn my screen to not go off. It's okay. Because again, I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet here. But fermented foods, I don't know if you've heard of those before. Kimchi, kraut, yogurt are really good options. Collagen boosting foods are very good for your gut, like bone broth, salmon. Those are great to add in there. A question that I got, someone asked, to help reduce bloating and gas and things like that, is it a good idea to reduce gluten and dairy? And this is really going to be different from person to person. Here's what I know about gluten and dairy. They do cause inflammation, okay? That is a proven fact. Now, the amount of inflammation it causes for you is going to be different than it causes for me. So for example, gluten for me personally bloats me like that. Like I know instantly it's going to happen. And sometimes it's worth it for me. Like sometimes it is just worth the bloat to have a cheeseburger and fries. And, then the next day I will be better. But again, for some of you all, it might be the cheese, it might be the milk that causes that. So it's really going to have to be you figuring out, really getting in tune with your body, being aware of how the certain foods affect you, okay? So I do try to reduce gluten and dairy as much as possible, especially gluten. Again, that's just a personal preference for me, and I know that it definitely causes bloating. So that was a great question. Somebody else asked, does apple cider help? Does apple cider vinegar help with gut health? And there's a lot of controversy out there, and you can go do your own research. You can go read about it. I've done some on my end. And again, some people say it does, and some researchers say that it doesn't. Now, I will say that I do apple cider vinegar every day just because I know that, it definitely has a lot of really good health benefits. So whether that is for gut health or, whatever, I do take it. So I don't know if that helps you or not, but again, go do your research, see what you can find out about it. So bottom line here, our gut just really kind of affects all areas of our health and wellness. We need to pay attention to those signs that we might have that unhealthy gut, and then ways that we can, work and try to, work towards a healthier gut that's going to be drinking plenty and plenty of water. Make sure that you're hydrating. If you are in a program with me, if you are a client of mine, you know that I'm constantly talking about your water intake and how important that is. Again, adequate water just is good for your overall health, but really does help aid in digestion and also, keeping you hydrated. Finding those foods that are higher in fiber. And sure, listen, if you need to, I know some people in my group were sharing that they use these high fiber wraps, and I do too. But that shouldn't be your go-to to up your fiber game. Yes, if you need a little help here and there, it's going to be a better choice. It's going to be a better choice, and yes, it will help to bump up your fiber, but we want to make sure that we are getting, from those real whole foods, those real food sources, to, up our fiber. So making sure that you're eating, plenty of oats and fruits and vegetables. That's what we really want to aim for. Okay, trying to see if I had any other tips here for you guys. Definitely, stress, that is another thing that affects, is a cause of a poor gut. So taking time to de-stress, maybe getting in a workout. You guys know I'm a huge fan of that. So, it doesn't have to be anything extreme. It doesn't have to be a 30, 45 minute or an hour workout, just taking some 10, 15, 20 minutes to get in some movement, to get in some exercise, that whether that be going for a walk, maybe you enjoy doing yoga, whatever you enjoy, okay? Trying to focus on that good quality sleep. Eat slowly. This is a big one. I just ate really quickly so I could jump on here with you guys, and I noticed that, I definitely felt bloat instantly because I rushed to eat. So try to eat slowly, chew slowly, again, hydrate, and last but not least, prebiotics and probiotics. Those can definitely help. Now, a prebiotic is, let me see, just making sure I say this right. So a prebiotic promotes growth, okay? So you all know we have that good bacteria in our gut. So prebiotics will actually help promote the growth. Probiotics are the live good bacteria that are living there. So, you can supplement with, taking a prebiotic or a probiotic. The protein powder that I use has both, so things like that. Start to, open your eyes, see these different ways that you can, bring that into your diet, and it will definitely help. Again, this is not going to be a quick fix. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. You're not just going to wake up tomorrow and have a healthy gut. This is something that just has to take some time, take some practice, take some patience. But over time, these little tips, these little things can definitely help you have that healthier gut. All right, you guys, that kind of wraps it up. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss any questions. So talking about that carb cycling, yes, that can definitely help. And I know I mentioned intermittent fasting. So we do both of those in my programs if you are in an 8-week basic training, or we continue that on in the Fit Life membership. So these are nutritional strategies that we use. A lot of people, tell me this, that just by doing these things that, that has definitely helped their bellies and, all kinds of other things to go along with it. But really what I've noticed is intermittent fasting, because it takes your body about 12 to 14 hours to fully digest a meal. So if you're not giving your body that digestive rest, then all it's doing is digesting all the time. So I always tell my clients, that the number one benefit from this intermittent fasting in my book is that we are getting that digestive rest. So I try to have them all aim for around a 12-hour fast. And that's the reason why we do that. Is drinking apple cider vinegar. Yeah, so I did answer that, Renee. I said there's a lot of controversy about apple cider vinegar and the benefits. So go do some research about that. And I did share that I drink it every day. I hate it. I absolutely hate it, but I do it because I think that there are some good benefits from it. Okay, I hope that this was helpful, you guys. Let me know if you have any other questions whatsoever. I'm here to help you guys, and I will answer them the best that I can. If I can't answer it, I will try to go find the answer for you. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and if you are doing that ab challenge with us, keep it going, keep crushing it. I'll be coming in next week kind of sharing what that's gonna look like for week 2 in the ab challenge. Sound good? All right, you guys, have a great rest of your day. Thanks for joining. I'll see you next time. Bye.